Hello, and welcome back to the Blue North. Today I decided to change things up a little bit and I decided to come out to camp. I decided to come out for a little drive by myself. I'm almost done my holidays and I have to go back to work. And I decided that I would come out to camp and just spend a little bit of time out here taking wildlife pictures, spend some time down by the lake, made a few videos of the water crashing in on the shore. I took some great pictures of the ice on the shore. It's a great time to just spend a little bit of time by myself thinking, and on the drive out. And I I was thinking about what we're going through as far as a quarantine and a this pandemic and what it looks like in each house. You know, every house in Ontario is going through something a little bit different. If you have children that are sick, if you have elderly parents at home, if you have elderly parents in nursing homes and or hospitals, there's so many different scenarios that everybody's going through, and you can tell that the pressure of this quarantine and this pandemic is really starting to weigh on people. We're seeing that people are starting to become more nervous of it spreading as the numbers go up. And I just want to tell people we are going to get through this. We are going to get past this. We have to have faith in our leaders. We have to have faith in the medical teams that they're going to find a cure or a vaccine. And we're going to have to do our part. And we're all going to have to do our part. And unfortunately, that looks like we're going to be at home and we're going to be isolated from those ones that we love the most. And, not going to be around our grandparents and our parents and stuff like that, keeping the grandchildren from their kids and from their grandparents. It's difficult. And it's hard for the older ones to believe that we have to stay away or understand that we have to stay away. So, especially with holidays like Easter being on top of us right now and wanting to spend that time together and wanting to be in the same room and all of the traditional stuff like Easter egg hunts and big meals and stuff like that. So, what we're doing at our house is my wife and I are going to make the big meal like we always do, and then we're going to deliver it to our friends and family and stuff that usually come over. So, we have to do our part. And right now it's tough. It's so very tough for everybody. And I understand. And I feel for those people that are home alone through this, the ones that are suffering through this by themselves and the older ones that are by themselves, with no visitors. And it's lonely. It's very lonely. And we have to do this as a country, as a city, as a family. And thankfully there's technology out there that a lot of people can Skype and FaceTime and stuff like that. But we are going to get through this, and it's going to be a character building time. So right now, I want to just say thank you to Doug Ford and his team. Really, really standing up and doing what they said they were going to be. They said they were for the people, and they are, and they're putting the people first. In the United States, we have Donald Trump. Donald Trump is doing everything possible to help people. Uh, we have great leaders in place. Not Justin Trudeau. We'll save that for another podcast. But we have the right leader in Ontario right now, and he's doing everything possible for us, and we're very lucky. And Alberta's in the same boat with Jason Kenney. So we have to do our part. Stay away from our friends and family that are vulnerable. Stay 6 feet away. If people do come over, and I know some people are doing some things that they're not supposed to, but still being somewhat smart about it by staying away. If you're going to have people come over and sit on the front porch or whatever, stay a little bit apart. Don't talk moistly to each other either, like Justin Trudeau says. But we have to do our part, and it is a character building time. And I think we'll talk about this when we're older, and our kids will talk about this. Remember that time they canceled school and we had to do school at home? I think kids that are at home bored, and they're doing their schoolwork, and they're getting through the day by doing a little bit of schoolwork, maybe a little bit of video gaming. Um, Getting out there, the wind has been kind of bad where we are, so it's kind of hard for the kids. Most mothers don't want kids out playing in the wind and getting sick, and now is not the time to be sick, not at the hospital. And so the time is kind of dragging on, and I think these kids come September are going to be lined up ready to go back to work or school. So and a lot of people that are working from home are going to be excited to get back to being at work in a work environment instead of at home. So we all have to do our part, and we all have to chip in. And I think that this is a real character building time. Lean on each other, help each other. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. There's always people out there willing to help. There's people willing to do more than their fair share to get everybody, what they need. And for those people that are helping everybody, those people that are being that person that we're leaning on and counting on, there's a many of them in every community across Canada right now, across the United States, across the world, really. And we have to be thankful. I said it in my last podcast, and I want to reiterate it again. Let's be thankful. Let's be sure that those people that we know that are doing good things know that we know. I know that sounds like a bit of a mouthful there, but we have to be thankful. We have to let them know that we are appreciating what they're doing. So from camp, I'm doing this video. I'll probably do a few more from out here. Anyways, stay safe, everybody. And like I said, be thankful and help if you can. So stay tuned for more podcasts on the Blue North.